Good evening. A camper once wrote, "It's hard to believe that I won't be driving up the mountain for the 8th time this year. My first year, I was incredibly nervous to come to camp."
But I found that going to Bravo gave me a chance to escape and be happy again in a safe space with people I knew would always care for me and treat me well. Unfortunately, I eventually had to return to my final year of middle school, a year that was spent flunking a couple of classes and spiraling into a depression fostered by a fear of coming out to my peers and parents.
I was moody, I gained weight, I slept all the time, and I lost interest in almost everything I'd once loved, except for camp. This is why I say that Bravo saved my life. Without you, I would surely not be where I am today. I'm in college, pursuing degrees in music education and English, so that I can get a job as a high school teacher and pour everything I have been taught by Bravo back into the next generation.
I want them to know that they are never alone. I want to foster creativity in young minds and help them to realize that they have so much more power than they are often allowed to believe.
I want the next generation to be open, energetic, and willing to explore. That is what Bravo means to me.
Written by Allison, 7 years up the mountain.
The year is 2007. I'm a high school student in a class called Professional Drama. Today we have a guest speaker whom I've never seen or heard of before. We watched this video that portrays a camp full of happy people, my people. Our guest leaves, and I'm instantly asking the teacher how I can sign up to this camp with my best friend. At the last minute, my best friend drops, and I'm thrust into a world I've never known and I'll never forget. Camp Bravo. I'm Blake Kelton Prentice, and I'm proud to have been a part of Bravo for 8 years, and I'm here to tell my story.
Hi, my name is Rachel Nadler, and I've been a part of Camp Bravo since I was 12 years old, and that was a long time ago. My youthful glow is deceiving. It's one of life's little miracles that a single event can shape everything. I can literally draw a map of my time with Camp Bravo and how it led to this moment and my career in casting. Now I'm lucky enough to work on Broadway with hit shows like Hamilton and Wicked. I am also here to share my story.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Bonebrake, and Camp Bravo has been a part of my life for 15 years. I am now a teacher and a professional lighting designer, and I thank Camp Bravo for setting me on that path. My experience working with campers opened my eyes to the joys and fulfillment of teaching, which led me to go to grad school and earn my MFA in lighting design. I now teach at the college level. I work on shows with middle and high school students and guide young designers through their first productions. This is my story.
My experience up the mountain molded me into the person I am today. My years as a camper and then counselor helped me to hone the skills I use every day in my office. But instead of wrangling campers, I wrangle creative teams. But how did this all happen? It was actually this very benefit that yielded an introduction to what would become my first internship at a talent agency here in Los Angeles, followed by an internship with Bravo board member Michael Donovan in casting. And that led to yet another internship, also in casting, which led me in New York and my time with Telsey and Company. Throughout all the ups and downs and transitions, Bravo has been there for me, both in the friendships that were made and in the unwavering support from the Bravo Mafia. The world's family keeps coming up, but it's true. That is what Bravo is. Bravo shapes the next generation of artists, and I'm proud to be included among them.
As a camper, Bravo was a magical place filled with teachers and counselors who not only expanded my creative mind, but also allowed and encouraged me to be my weird and silly self. As a counselor, Bravo was a place of rejuvenation for me. My reserves of spirit, innovation, and resolve would be refilled not only by other staff, but also by the campers that I had the privilege of guiding for the week. One of the most valuable lessons I learned from Bravo was collaboration. The collaborative and inclusive spirit that Camp Bravo taught me is always foremost in my mind when I start on a new production or project. I can honestly say that the encouragement of the Bravo faculty led me to earn my degree and pursue my passion, and now here I am today.
For me, Camp Bravo is a place where identity can be discovered, family can be forged, and art can be bravely explored without the shackles of judgment. When you're a camper, you never want it to end. You basically want to become a lost boy. The people you meet up the mountain tend to have a strong influence on the rest of your life. They're the ones who propelled me to where I am today. When I was considering auditioning for a master's program in acting, I distinctly remember David and Arthur telling me, "There's somebody you have to meet." A teacher at Camp Bravo, Sarah Rutan. She became my acting coach. She trained me every weekend for 6 months to prepare me for my graduate school auditions. I owe it all to Camp Bravo. As a camper, I was able to truly explore whether or not I really wanted to be an actor. Then as a counselor, I was able to help ferry campers across their own river of choices. I wound up going to my dream school, the Academy for Classical Acting with Shakespeare Theater Company at the George Washington University. Not pretentious in the slightest. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, David and Arthur. And most importantly, thank you, Camp Bravo.
Those are our stories. I'd like to share one more letter recently written by a camper. She wrote, "I remember the first time I went to camp, I was told to take a leap.
Take a leap into the unknown and trust that we are there. Trust that we are there as your safety net. We are there to support and love you. I know you all have an amazing creative energy in you. Let's take this time, this week, to unleash that fear that holds us back and discover what new creative parts you have inside you. You'll be surprised what you will find. So trust me when I say, don't be afraid to take the leap and let go."
These words have stuck with me every day since I heard them. They have lifted me up and guided me throughout all avenues of life: creative, artistic, athletic, social, and personal. They have been the motto of my life, and they signify exactly what Camp Bravo was about for me.
It was just as much of a personal growth as a creative, artistic growth. It's an incredible, incredible journey we go on throughout our time there, and it seriously changes our lives into a clear, bright, optimistic, hardworking, and deserving life that is deep and genuine.
Thank you for this incredible journey I have been on. From the sheer enormous amount of knowledge I've gained to the pure and simple joy you have permanently instilled in my heart. I always felt my home was up the mountain.
I love you to the stars and back, multiple times, and then again a few more times. Sam, 5 years up the mountain.
Excuse me,
Can we hold on to those, please?
so that maybe one day we can add our own stories.
And when the time comes,
We can pass them on to the next generation.